There was a big raid that happened at a plant in Atlanta. So here we go. Let's talk
describe a
about it.
chaotic scene after an immigration raid at the facility. Federal authorities say Thursday's raid was the result of a months-long investigation by several agencies. The crackdown, the largest so far on U.S. work sites, led to 475 arrests of mostly Korean nationals. Some of the workers tried to flee as word of the raid spread. CNN's Rafael Roma is covering the story. What more are you learning of what was really a chaotic scene?
It was difficult to find out details about what actually transpired the first couple of days, but now we're hearing from people and officials exactly what happened. And one of the things that we have learned, some of the details that we have learned, Fred, after the massive raid conducted Thursday, include that officers spoke with each worker one by one to determine which were in the U.S. legally and allowing some to leave while taking undocumented immigrants into custody. By the time they were done at 8 p.m. on Thursday, agents had arrested 475 people, most of them Korean nationals, making it the largest sweep yet in the current Trump administration's immigration crackdown at American job sites. CNN obtained a video that shows a Homeland Security investigations agent telling workers to cease operations immediately. Let's take a look.
We need construction to cease immediately. We need all work to end on the site right now.
And shortly after the agents arrived at the plant and workers realized what was happening after word spread across the property, chaos ensued with many workers attempting to flee and some even running into a sewage pond and others hiding in air ducts. A Homeland Security investigation special agent described how agents screened each person suspected of being in the country illegally.
Some that illegally crossed the border into the United States, some that came in through visa waiver and were prohibited from working, some that had visas and overstayed their visas. And each individual was questioned on their status. Their documents were checked, their backgrounds were checked.
In a statement sent to CNN last night, Hyundai said the following regarding the immigration raid in Georgia. We are reviewing our processes to ensure that all parties working on our projects maintain the same high standards of legal compliance that we demand of ourselves. This includes thorough vetting of employment practices by contractors and subcontractors. The company also said that Hyundai has zero tolerance for those who don't follow the law. In an interview with CNN, former Deputy Homeland Security Secretary under President Trump, Ken Cuccinelli, said conducting this type of raid is a major undertaking.
There's a lot of work that goes into an operation of this scale and of this depth, including investigation by multiple agencies. Obviously, it takes a lot of investigation.
Okay. So with that being said, Kamal, I noticed that a lot of people that are anti-immigration, when they come on, in particular your fellow FBA, they say call ICE on all the illegals. Do you agree with this, or what is your thing about what happened at the raid?
Shit, if the South Korean president don't want their ass, why would we want their ass either? What the fuck? Yeah, they could take them skills over back to their homeland and build that shit up. I'm all for it. You feel me? South Korean president out there, no, we don't want their ass either. I'm like, oh, but you want us to take them. And then Hyundai full of shit. Man, we didn't know nothing about this horse crap. You motherfuckers knew. Y'all getting pennies on the dollars of these workers, bro. Man, I'm tired of the tomfoolery. I do know one thing, though, the stock market going to go down for a couple of days because of this shit going on. The job market's, the numbers being all finagled and stuff like that. I'm telling y'all right now. And then, what was it? Somebody, they had a month-long investigation. No, somebody was snitching. Ain't no way you doing a month-long investigation and nobody in the organization snitching. One of them, 3 or 4 of them South Koreans that was illegal, they most definitely snitched for some goddamn, be like, hey, keep us in here, please. You feel me? That's how I feel about it, though. If they illegal, bro, get they ass out of here. They over here not reading signs, killing people, trying to make dumbass U-turns on trucks. They out here killing my black sister, throwing her in the fucking goddamn middle of nowhere like she a bag of trash. Get they ass out of here. And I keep saying illegal. Some of y'all keep conflating. Oh, illegal immigrants the same as immigrants. No, the fuck they not. It's illegal immigrants, and then there's immigrants. Get the illegal immigrants out of here. Most of them motherfuckers doing bullshit anyway. Let's not cap on it, man. But that's how I feel about it. Hyundai, you full of shit. They out here. That's why they probably making them weak ass cars anyway. Who the fuck has a Hyundai? Y'all have a Hyundai?
I do. I
I'm
do.
sorry.
I have a brand new Santa Fe. It's a hybrid.
I'm sorry, Nora. My bad. I'll take it back.
Okay,
Hyundai-
you're not offending me
Yes.
because it's a really good car. Technology has changed. It's one of the better actual cars out there, but you're not offending me.
Okay, spokesperson of Hyundai. I feel you.
Skeptic, you're the one that told me about the story, dear. What's your thoughts?
So I do want to add some context to this. So the reason why this is funny for some people is because Tory Brennan, who was running for Congress in Georgia, said that she tipped off ICE about them going into this construction site or into this plant and raiding it. So I want to say it was like 300 or 400, I think is what they said, South Korean nationals that were here to train Americans. Some people have said the majority of them were Black workers. Some people have said that she was jealous that she saw growth and she thought that they were Mexican. Like there's so many people that have all these comments because this just happened. But it was a $7.6 billion project that has now been halted for Georgia in the district that she's running in. People are saying that potentially 18,000 jobs are on the line. South Korea is pissed off. South Korea is ready to like really go at it. They find it very disrespectful the way that people were taken in. Not all of the people that were arrested were illegal. They actually were here with visas, with work visas. And the people that were not are saying that it was Hyundai's responsibility for them to keep up with their work visas, being how they're here. Some of them were like training other people. Some of them are like specialists in whatever it is that they do. So I think it's like an interesting story because I think people tend to categorize immigrants as Latinos all the time. And this one thing from that lady Tory who wants to be a congresswoman has costed Georgia a lot of money. I also want to say that the people that were working here, so the South Korean president was saying, we do not want our immigrants to be sent to these random places to be held in alligator Alcatraz. I want to reiterate the fact that other countries are looking at America and are seeing how you're treating immigrants. Immigrants aren't just coming from El Salvador. Immigrants aren't just coming from Mexico. They're coming from all these other countries, and those countries don't want to send their people here. A lot of them are engineers, like I've said before. A lot of them work in STEM. They don't want to send their people to work here and help us Americans because of the way that we treat them. And this is just like the highlight of what could happen. You send people to America to train Americans on jobs, and then they go and put them in chains and walk them away as if they're all illegal. They were not all illegal.
Damn.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, another reason why the South Korean president is pissed off, they fucking up the money right now. Hyundai is owned by South Korea, the South Korean company. I just looked it up. I did my chat GPT perplexity shit.
Look at
Man,
you.
they mad about the money, y'all. That's what's going on here, all right? And John, by the way, you asked what I drive. I drive a G37 Infinity. So
Oof. Oh, excuse me.
What's up? Saying, bro.
Not,
What's
no.
not all of us got Infinity.
what?
Exactly.
But the interesting thing is that this plant was going to make jobs for Americans, not for South Koreans.
I have somebody, an exclusive. They texted me. I'm not gonna say who because obviously they didn't write it in the chat. They said they've been having a lot of work-related debts. The plant doesn't want to pay a livable wage to travel there, and it's only been long enough to be staffed. No one wants to work there because they don't want to pay. I interviewed and turned down the job. The poor immigrants, they gotta go work at the shitty plant. Sorry, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. Anyways, all right, y'all. We got a lot to cover. We're gonna switch gears here.